folks, we're headed west. Yep, we're in a rush. As always, we're in a rush more. See you down the road. Folks, we're at Mount Rushmore. Now, I've been here before, but I've never been here for the night ceremony, the lighting of the sculptures. So, got to town, and the first thing we did, here we are. This is the entryway, and that is the mountain back there. The entryway of flags. This is the main building.
If you plan to separate from your group,
and this is the ceremony.
Gathering location to reconnect.
If you've never been here, you need to come here, see Mount Rushmore, but don't miss the night ceremony and the lighting of the
Thank you
mountain.
in advance for obeying the speed limit on your way home, as there will be lots of traffic and critters along the road. If you find yourself feeling you need some more space, the audio of this evening's program can be heard all the way down the Avenue of Flags. We would also like to thank the Mount Rushmore Society for their support of this today. Ever since I was a little girl, I have had big dreams. And with every dream came the support of my family. I once dreamt that I would become a professional baker. Now my family wanted this dream to come true just as badly as I did. So my parents went out and they got me a personalized apron, way too many recipe books, and an easy bake oven. A little while later, my dream changed, and I decided I wanted to become an artist. And so again, my parents went out and they got me crayons and colored pencils and markers and way too many sketchbooks to help me along my way. Over the years, my dreams continued to change until I finally realized I wanted to become a park ranger for the National Park Service. And like every dream before, my family provided me with the materials and support that I needed to be successful. From the moment that I dove into my studies at the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, up until I drove across the country to work at this iconic place, my family was there. When I talk about family, I'm referring to Abraham's parents were named Thomas and Nancy Hanks. His most influential family member, however, was his stepmother named Sarah Bush. Now, Abraham's father was a cabinet maker and a farmer who simply didn't understand why his son wanted to gain an education. And his lack of support led Abraham to have very negative feelings toward his father. Abraham's mother, however, who had no formal education of her own, focused her efforts on instilling honesty and curiosity in her son. Unfortunately, she passed away when Abraham was only 9 years old, leaving him alone, with no one to support his family.
But commissioned sculptor Gutzon Borglum had a different concept in mind. Borglum was a passionately patriotic man and believed that a more fitting tribute should honor the American experience. A memorial that would represent our ideals, our dreams, and our accomplishments as a country. A memorial that would convey a spirit of patriotism. Borglum chose his canvas carefully. The giant granite rock face of Mount Rushmore. And in 1927, work on the mountain began. Borglum assembled a team of local miners, ranchers, and lumbermen to help with construction. The sculptor built a model of the presidents to evidence the fight for our freedom and the sacrifices we have made since our country began more than 200 years ago. It was a time of rebellion and of war. It began with the third president of the United States.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson, 1776.
Thomas Jefferson was the voice of the American people, inspiring patriots with his carefully crafted words written in the Declaration of Independence, the document that gave birth to our nation. It was also Jefferson who fought for religious freedom and the democratic notion that people should have a say in government, two very American principles we cherish today. Thomas Jefferson always thought of himself more as a scientist or scholar than as a politician. And it was this quest for knowledge that played a role in the greatest achievement of his presidency. In 1803, Jefferson acquired the French lands west of the Mississippi in the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled in people. But this faith would truly be tested nearly 60 years later, when the Republic came dangerously close to unraveling. The Civil War was the most tumultuous period in American history. The differences between the states had deeply divided a nation, pitting brother against brother on American soil. But it was the determination of one man to keep the United States united. Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. Abraham Lincoln was a self-made man.
Resolved that these dead should not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that this government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Abraham Lincoln, 1863.
Over the next 50 years, the United
Is America a weakling, to shrink from the work of the great world powers? No! The young giant of the West stands on a continent and clasps the crest of an ocean in either hand. Our nation, glorious in youth and strength, looks into the future with eager eyes and rejoices as a strong man to run a race. Theodore Roosevelt, 1897.
He was energetic, he was robust, and he was eager to show the world that America was a force to be reckoned with. Theodore Roosevelt believed in the strenuous life. Frail and sickly as a young boy, he overcame his
Children, the very prosperity which we ought by right to hand down to them amplified and developed. Theodore Roosevelt, 1907.
The pursuit of the American dream did not end with Theodore Roosevelt's term. Instead, it has carried us into the 21st century. Throughout history, countless Americans have made great sacrifices so that we can enjoy the freedoms of this land.
The only thing we have to fear. I have a dream today. Ask not what your country can do for you,
The same freedoms guaranteed in our Constitution and Bill of Rights. The same freedoms millions of people have sought since the first immigrants arrived over 200 years ago. And the ideals of American life.
Oh, beautiful Osage skies forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join in singing America's national anthem.
Doing what? Oh, okay.
After their presentation, they invited all servicemen, anyone who has served, down on stage. And you're going to see there are quite a few of them. This was for the folding of the flag. They take the flag down and fold it. When he called shoulder arms, everyone on the stage saluted and held attention till that flag was down. Quite a tribute, quite heartwarming. This is all being done on a big stage underneath the bottom of the mountain. What a picture. Took them a little while to fold the flag. They eventually got it. Quite the setting.
Lighting ceremony. Thank you all for your attention.
Well, that's the night lighting of Mount Rushmore. I'll show you a few day shots. And folks, hope you enjoyed this short video. If you would, please hit the like button, but mostly subscribe. We're at 72, I believe, 72 subscribers now. So we're closing in on that 100, but we got a ways to go. So help me out, subscribe to the channel. Would most appreciate it. So you people have a great life. Thank you.